Hi! I hope this lens is better. I don't know why I thought that other lens would work. I think I was just too lazy to take it off. I'm so sorry. But I am going to do a vlog this week about dietetic internship stuff. So if you like my other vlogs, this will still be like an insight on my life in a week, but it's going to be a little more focused on being a dietetic intern because I'm doing a lot of stuff this week to kind of catch up because next week I'm going on vacation. So I'm trying to like get ahead of my modules and stuff, like do meetings, stuff like that. So today it is Tuesday. Monday I just worked all day, literally did nothing. Contributing to that. But today I'm doing like is my day off, so I'm like trying to get in a bunch of stuff. And right now I just had a like online Skype meeting. That's why I look like this, but I also have gym shorts on, so from the up top looks professional. And I had a meeting with my first rotation, which will be at GlaxoSmithKline. That'll be my food service rotation, and then I'm also my internship has a different concentration option, so I'll do like an extra 6 weeks in a concentration that I choose, and I chose wellness. So I'm excited to see like what corporate wellness looks like. That's such a great company. Like, this is awesome. Had a meeting with them, talking about my scheduling, and I realized that my scheduling is like way off. So now I'm trying to figure out so this is like a lot more. Let's see if this kind of hurt my arm. I didn't realize, I guess the more you go into it, the more you realize like it's really not that organized, or it is organized, but it's just not as like cut and dry. So like I come up with a lot of my schedule, and maybe that's not the same as all of them, but like my director was basically like, here's the contact people I've already connected with, contact them about when you can start and your schedule and stuff. So because I want to go to Fancy, it kind of bumps everything back, and so I'm contacting my clinical contact person. I'm seeing if I can start a week later. We'll see what she says. But my director is super nice about really supporting me going to Fancy. Apparently it counts for some community hours, so that's exciting. And if you don't know, Fancy is the food nutrition conference and expo. I went a couple years ago and it was in Boston. I loved it, and I really want to go this year because first of all, it's in DC, so it's really close. Hopefully it'll be cheaper. I applied for like the student volunteer thing. We'll see about that. But I also just kind of like want to get excited before I start a job. Maybe make contacts. I don't really feel like I would. I didn't the last time, maybe. But more so, I just kind of like want to get excited about my career coming up. But I kind of want to throw in some tips to this. So my first tip that I realized while I was doing this is when you are thinking of the type of internship you want, really think about what you want out of the internship. That was like halfway through when I was kind of figuring out what I wanted to do. Just think about I wrote it down on a piece of paper, like my optimal internship and what that would be like. And then you kind of figure out what's more important to you. So, there are internships you can get paid to do, but for me, it was way more important. I'm going into a ton of debt by doing this, but literally it's going to be my career forever. I can switch, but for right now, this is what I see myself doing. And so just really thinking, so for me, it was important to just get the rotations that I really wanted to get, because I don't feel like I have a variety of experiences because I don't really know what I wanted to do. So that's why I really liked, I wanted to find an internship, that had variety. Some of them, maybe I knew some people were more focused on not being stressed out about going to different places. That doesn't stress me out. But some people did, like a lot of people with kids were like, I need to know where I'm going. So a lot of people there's a lot of options where you do kind of everything at one place, like a hospital, like you do the clinical there, and then you do the food service, and then you do like a concentration there. And that's great for those people. This internship process is so weird, and if you're paying for it, it's so expensive, and it just kind of sucks, to be honest, that you're working full-time for a whole year and not getting paid. So really just think about what you want out of the internship to make it worth it. I heard a lot of people, and a lot of them didn't get matched or they wanted to get matched, and they're just kind of like bitter about it. And I'm not bitter about it. I'm excited. I'm going to be at GSK. I'm going to be in Charleston. Like, yeah, it's going to be so expensive, but I'm going to figure it out. I'm probably going to have to work on the weekends. But, you know, I'm going to have a great opportunity to learn all I can. You know, I'm going to Charleston because I told them that I really wanted to see a big hospital. I wanted to see different specialties. I wanted to see trauma center because I didn't have that experience. So she was like, this is the place that you can go if you want to see that. Are you interested? And I was like, yes, definitely. But yes, so that's my first tip, is really just think about what you want out of an internship. Like, what is your dream internship? And then start looking at places that kind of fit those goals for you. Stay tuned for the next one. All right, it is Wednesday. I'm on a lunch break. I forgot to pack my lunch, which I really never do. And I'm at Chipotle eating a salad. How I get mine is I do lettuce and brown rice, black beans, corn salsa, mild salsa, avocado. I mean, guacamole. But my second tip about being a dietetic intern is making your summer worth it. I mean, this is kind of like the last summer you have to not act like a kid, like you're actually certified in something, or at least for me, I didn't have a job before this, so in my last summer to kind of like do fun jobs. Oh man, I literally just dropped it on my dresser. So yeah, this is your last summer to kind of build up skills. When I was interviewing for internships, I asked all the directors what they recommend I do in the summertime. A lot of them really asked that question because it, you know, shows that, you know, that it's not really going to go on your resume, but what should you do to prepare? And all of them just kind of told me to build up skills that I didn't feel like I had. So I feel like I'm not very good at presenting, which is a huge part of nutrition education. I found a job where I would do a lot of group education. And now I feel a lot better, and I feel really good about going into my internship and feeling like I can give a presentation without getting nervous, feeling confident and knowing what I'm talking about. So maybe there's a skill that you feel like you need to build up before your internship. Try to pursue it. Hi, it is Thursday night, and I am working on a module, so I thought I would show you, if you're interested, what a module looks like. So this module is a little different than the other ones. The other ones I've had are more clinical focused. This one's like a community one. So I'm working on modules that I need to get done before my orientation, which is in October. And there's one due like every week, so it's really not that bad, but they do take a while. So what tip is this? I think this is tip number 3, is to just save time to do the modules. This summer I have a lot going on with a bunch of different jobs. I'm kind of just like making as much money as I can before I can't anymore. So it's hard to make time for these, and they do take a long time. Like my clinical ones take like 6 hours for me to do, just sitting there knocking it out. This one's a little more fun, so I'll show you. So this one is community. So what I had to do today is I went to a grocery store and I had to find all of these like food items, and I took pictures of all of them because I didn't print this out, and now I'm filling in, and it like basically just wants me to see, I guess, if like these items that I'm going to be recommending, like whole grain, reduced sugar, like non-animal protein items, are readily available at the grocery store, what they look like, where they're found, stuff like that. And then there's some questions at the end. So this one's like a little more fun, a little easier, which I'm glad, because this week is especially crazy since I'm leaving next week. In 2 days. So yeah, I have another module due like that week, but I think I might try to work on it. It's due like the day I get back, so I might just work on it when I get back. So we'll see. That one's a clinical one though, so it's gonna be really hard. I probably should try to work on like even just like 2 questions a day. We'll see. All right, well, I'm gonna keep working on it. Hello. a lot of time has passed since that last tip, but now it's like 3 days before my orientation starts, and I'm pretty much trying to catch up on all this reading stuff because I'm kind of nervous that everyone there is going to know a lot more about everything than me. But so my tip would be to not do that. If you have an orientation, do not wait till the last minute to ever do everything. Thoroughly read everything about every disease and every module, because this is the time that you have to do that. Another update is that I quit all my jobs. I was going to try to work, and I can always go back to like picking up babysitting or I guess like watching dogs and stuff, but I just kind of decided that it's okay if I'm poor for a little bit. I mean, I have a little bit of money and I don't need a lot of like nice stuff. I have a credit card in case, you know, something happens. But I just really want to spend my weekends debriefing, and I don't want to rush through my internship because it's really only 8 months, and it's the only time I have to kind of figure out what I want to do and reflect on everything. Hopefully make a lot more content, because I would like to do this. I mean, it'd be cool to be able to like make money off of this. I know it's super hard, but I think all it takes is time, and I'd rather have more time to try to do that. So expect a lot more content about my internship in the coming months, because it's pretty much all I'm going to be doing. I won't have any extra money to buy cool clothes. But in my final tip, I don't know if I already said that I'm going to Fancy. I found a girl that I'm so excited. One of my people in my cohort for my internship said she wanted to go too. And I've been before when it was in Chicago a couple years ago, but it was so expensive. And this year it's in DC, which is not that far away from me. It's like a 5-hour drive, but I'm flying because I had a free flight for my credit card. I feel dumb. It's literally a 1-hour flight, but it's okay. But yeah, you can do it super cheaply. I think it's invaluable experience as a student and an intern, because you meet so many people, and it's the top of what's going on in the industry. I decided to go because, you know, I do want to network to see what jobs are, what people are hiring. And then also just because I want to see what's going on in the world of nutrition before I come into it, since I still don't really know what I want to do. So that is my final tip, is go to Fancy if you can. Do it cheaply. I mean, we found an Airbnb, and you really don't spend that much time at where you're going to be. So we literally found an Airbnb that was just like this guy's extra room, and we're just going to stay there. I've never met this girl. We don't know who we're staying with, but it's okay because, I mean, it's not like you spend time there. You spend the whole time at like the expo or out and about and stuff. Yeah, so... And then we all both got vouchers to be like a student volunteer. So for 4 hours on one of the days, I do have to sit around and take notes. But I mean, the ticket price is like $250. And then if you're a volunteer, you only have to pay $30. So totally worth it. But that is my final tip. And I'm going to continue to work on all the stuff that I was procrastinating on and in this video here. So please subscribe and like my video if you want to see more content like this. I know there's not a lot of content out there. I pretty much only got like 5 views in the last video, but I did get like 2 thumbs up, which I've never gotten any thumbs up before. So I definitely will continue to make these videos. Who knows, maybe if I even help one person, it will make a difference. But let me know what you want to see, what you want me to talk about. Besides that, I think I'm just going to do maybe some vlogs about how my internship's going, how the week is going, and I guess just continue with more tips. So yes, please subscribe and like and comment if you have any other ideas for me. Thanks.